My name is Ndungu Nyoro. I'm founder, team leader of Affecto Foundation. I'm 39 years old, and we founded Affecto 4 years ago. And Affecto is an organization that takes care of students from underprivileged backgrounds. We give them an opportunity to be able to go to school and be able to learn like every other student. Because at Affecto, we believe that we can empower people through education. We believe that education equips and gives somebody an equal fighting chance, like everybody else in life. Before then, I used to work as in a pharmaceutical company because I'm trained as a pharmaceutical technologist. I worked for 13 years. And for those 13 years, I worked for 3 different companies. One I did 7 years. The other one I did 6 years. No, 5 years. And the other one I did 1 year. And believe you me, if you ask me why I just worked for 1 year, it's because by the time I was moving to the third company, I was feeling like I'm in the wrong space. What used to give me satisfaction, it is the smiles that I get from these people. Let me give you an example. We went to Kenyatta National Hospital. We were invited by a mom, a lady. She and her daughter were admitted at Kenyatta. The daughter had kidney cancer. They had tried everything. They had even removed one of her kidneys, and the condition was getting worse. So this mother cannot wait to see her daughter, immobile. So she came and asked, "What can you do? How can you help me?" And the girl looked healthy. You could see her running around with other kids. You could even wonder whether, she was really sick. And that pain, like you see your daughter in that situation, we decided to do a fundraiser. The first fundraiser, we were able to raise 4 million Kenya shillings. And we took that girl to India. I think that time it was cancer stage 2, moving to stage 3. It was progressing. So we took that girl to India. And she stayed there for a couple of months. We asked for more money. We did another fundraiser for 3 million. And by the time she was coming, they had even done bone marrow transplant, and they had declared that girl cancer free. She was a young girl. I think she was about 3 or 4 there. That girl, as we speak right now, she's 9 years and very healthy in school. I'm sure even her, she doesn't know whether she was ever sick because she's just a normal girl. So what else could give you joy than when that mother comes and cries and tells you, "You saved the life of my daughter"? Affecto is a bit different in how we run our program because we prefer to call ourselves a rescue organization. That student who has lost hope completely, that student who thought that he would get an opportunity in a certain organization, they have tried. That student who thought he would be able to get bursary somewhere, they have tried, and nothing seems to work out. Those students that when others have already reported to school, 1 week later, 1 month later, 1 term later, they're still at home. Those are the candidates for Affecto Foundation. I would surprise you to tell you that even now, we are receiving students who sat for KCP in 2019. They are still at home. And a student who has more than 350 marks, still at home. So those are the students we are telling them that they still have a second chance. So Affecto focuses on, it's more of a rescue organization, focuses on those ones that have no one to turn to. and we tell them that it is possible. People know Ndungu Nyoro because we have had an opportunity to support so many people. We've been able to clear medical bills for people. Stuck in hospital, they're not able to access treatment. They're stuck in hospital, and we try and raise money so that they can be able to continue their treatment, especially people with chronic conditions. And we have been able to raise more than 90 million Kenya shillings for medical bills for different people. So that's what people know when you're wrong. But right now we're talking about Affecto, because with time we felt we needed now to have a structured platform where people can be able to come and support and be able to watch that journey. And that is where now we moved now from medical appeals to more impactful initiatives like education. And it's not something I had not even planned to be doing these fundraisers. It is where you come across a case of a sick boy from your village, and you decide to put up that case for people to help. And then you realize it's not even people that you targeted are helping. Everybody who comes across that case, whether they know you or not, they are willing to help. And that one case led to another and another. And now we used to get even as many as 40 requests in a day for people to be assisted. Uh, and with time, it became too much even for me to be able to handle. And that is how we moved to have an organization. But just when we had the organization registered, I was invited by a local bank to sit in their board to select needy students for their scholarship opportunities. And it is that experience, when you visit homes, you find places where they have not even fed for a week, and the first thing you need to do is to find out how you can be able to give them food for the day so that even the kids can be able to give you attention. So it's that interaction with them I asked myself, for how long am I going to give these kids food? So the best thing, you light a candle in that family. You try and see, can you educate this one so that you are able to, if you educate this person, he may have an opportunity to get a job, he may have an opportunity to make money for himself, and maybe come back for his siblings and even relatives. So I saw it as a more long-lasting solution. Of course, you will come across some people who would, because again, you're helping, it's free. You will want to see somebody who is able to give, able to support, and they still want to be assisted. But for us, it's always a conversation of why would you want to rob somebody an opportunity, somebody who has no chance in life. We've had, even those ones that I'm telling you that I sit in a board in a different bank, where you find people just because a child is an orphan, they feel like that orphan should be given money. But it's an orphan who has uncles who are living in diaspora, but they feel it is their right because this is an orphan. But you tell them it is not you we are targeting. We are targeting somebody who may not be an orphan, but the mother has nothing to give them even for daily food. So it's a conversation we try and make them understand that we are just giving somebody an opportunity, just like the kid that you have. And again, you may wish to be educated and deny somebody an opportunity, and God Himself is not happy. This is why, as an organization, we said we will not be doing selections before students join school. The best way to sieve and to get the very needy is to come after. So when you find a girl who is at home 1 month, then you are sure they didn't have any other option. So it makes our work easier when we are doing the due diligence. We mentor kids within our program. Affecto focuses on high school education. We used to say just high school education, but the narrative is changing because we've just had our first cohort sit for KCSE this year, and they moved to university. And if you want to say that you want to help somebody, you don't step out along the way. So we have found ourselves now saying high school and post high school. And our mentorship is one, we help them, discover themselves. We help them embrace who they are. We help them see the potential they have. So if you, as Hillary, come and say that I feel I want to become a lawyer, we try and make you understand what it means to become a lawyer so that you can be the best of yourself as a lawyer. Then we try and get somebody who is in that profession and we pair you. Then you walk the journey. Number two, we try to unlock their minds and for them to see opportunities, in Kenya and outside the country by partnering with other institutions where we take them. For example, we have a PURES program, the one that is run by our first lady. We usually take our students for PURES program at State House for a week. So they get to interact with our team there and they're able to understand and they're able to see something else they may have never experienced in life. We take them to the US Embassy. They go and interact with the staff at the US Embassy. So they're able to get again experiences. We take them even to universities, Strathmore University. They go interact with the students, interact with the lecturers there, and they learn something that they didn't know. So when that student goes back to school, they have something to make them work hard. They have something for them to understand what it means if they work hard. So our mentorship is very deliberate. For the 4 years that we've been running this program, we've been able to have 105 students in our program, fully taken care of by fully, because we are saying that these are needy students. So it's not just school fees. That student, you might give them school fees, but he has no uniform. You might even decide to give that uniform. They have no books. Sometimes you can provide all that. Then they'll tell you they have no means of traveling to school. So you provide everything inclusive of transport, just to make sure, and even pocket money, just to make sure that he's able to relate with the other students perfectly and he's able to settle and study just like every other student. So we have 105 that we've been able to put in our program for 4 years.
So they're scattered across the country?
Yes, they are. Our students are scattered across the country, both boys and girls. We desire to make an impact every part of this country. So I wouldn't say that we have touched all the counties, but our desire in the next 4 years, we need to have Affecto having its presence, making an impact in all our 47 counties in Kenya. I'm married to one wife, it's good to say, and a father of 2 girls. Yes, one is 10, the other one is 8. Everybody in their school, even their teachers, everybody, I think by now is a member of Affecto. Because they like, and when the Affecto students, they are at home for holidays, most of them come. And you've seen one of our boys. Most of them come because they feel this is their home. Then my girls also come. So they see each other as brothers and sisters. If you ask, I remember my daughter, the younger one, when she was, I think, pre-unit, she wrote in no, they were being taught about family and all that. So she said, my father has 50 children. And the teacher was shocked. She even wrote on the notebook, the diaries that they usually, that please talk to your daughter because now she knows you have 50 children. And it was a conversation even in the staff room. And we had to go and make the teachers understand. The children she's talking about are the children in our program, which she happily relates to them with them and calls them brothers and sisters. If you talk to our students, even when we are on phone, they will tell me, say hi to my sisters. because they know that they are family. And we try to make them, feel important, feel everybody belongs, whether you're needy or not. Uh, you're already a member of Affecto. If you know what we do and you like what we do, it's open. Anybody is a member of Affecto. You can be a member of Affecto through contributions, because again, all these kids that we support, we're not funded by an organization. We do fundraisers online. So that person who gives us 100 shillings when we ask for contributions, that is a member of Affecto. That person who has never contributed, but they pray for us, they always put us, in prayers. Those are members of Affecto. Those people who come when we have events, just to come and encourage us, just to come and talk to these kids, those are members of Affecto. So basically, anyone who has heard about Affecto and have liked about Affecto, they have good thoughts about Affecto, they are already Affecto.